Hi, thanks for joining. I'm Rachel, and this is my flow to open and stretch the shoulders. In this video, we're going to be working to open and stretch the shoulders, also releasing tension and stress in the neck and upper back. You might want to grab a small hand towel if you can't interlace your hands back behind you easily, and then a block if you'd like. Let's get started. We'll begin in a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, so you can cross your right leg and then cross your left leg in front of it. If it's easier for you, you can come and sit upon a block and just place that right underneath your sit bones. That will elevate your hips and let your knees come down slightly to open up a bit. We'll place our hands on our legs and close our eyes, sit up nice and tall, and right away just take your shoulders, roll them down your back, away from your ears. Take a few breaths just to check in, to connect mind, body, breath. Notice where you're holding tension and notice the position of your head on your shoulders. If you need to, scoot your chin in and back to lengthen the back of your neck. Bring your hands together in prayer and taking a nice big breath in, sealing. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. Blink your eyes open and reach your arms up over your head, taking a big stretch. As you exhale, twist up and over to your right. Your left arm will come in front of your thigh, your right arm behind you. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall. If it's okay on your neck, you can look behind you over your right shoulder. Let's take one more round of breath. Press into your thigh to lift. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Come on back to center, reach both arms up to the sky, and exhale, reach it up and over to the other side. Again, using your thigh. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and look behind you if it's all right with your neck. Let's take one more full deep breath in, and stay as you exhale to twist. Inhale, reach back up over your head. Drop your right arm and reach your left arm up and over for a gentle side bend. Notice to pull your heart open to the sky, and bend over to your right. Take it back up, inhale, lift. Exhale over to the other side, drop your arm, pull that top shoulder back, and deepen the bend as you exhale. Inhale, reaching both arms back up, and exhale, reaching your hands back behind you to interlace. So if you can't quite interlace, you can grab your towel and bring it behind you so that your palms are facing forward, and then draw your hands down. If you don't need the towel, you can interlace back behind you, pull the shoulders back, and take your knuckles over to your right hip. Pulling your elbow back, lengthen your neck, and draw the shoulders down. You can draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Notice if you have a big arch in your low back, see if you can tuck your tailbone and sit up nice and tall, pull your ribs in. Then you can gently change the direction of your head, lifting your gaze, feeling where you feel that nice stretch on your neck, and then lowering. And go nice and slow right here, just taking a few moments to check in. Once you feel that good stretch, maybe pausing and holding that. Take one more breath in. One more exhale right here. Draw the knuckles down, inhale, and take it over to the other hip. Pull the elbow back, sit up nice and tall, draw the shoulders down your back, and take your ear towards your left shoulder. Again, you can find that little lift to your gaze and the lower of your chin. Notice where on your neck you feel the best stretch. You can keep moving or you can pause where you feel the best degree of the stretch in your neck. Taking one more deep breath in on this side. Slow and steady exhale. Draw the knuckles down, take a big breath in, and release your hands. Interlace your hands in front of you now. Round your upper back and press your palms away, tucking your chin. And release it down. We'll just roll over our ankles and move the block to the top of the mat. Let's come into a tabletop position. We'll leave the towel on the side if you need it later. We'll come into our hands and knees, tabletop. Spread your fingers. As you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Spread your sit bones. See if you can pull the shoulders down away from your ears. As you exhale, rounding your spine, cat pose. Draw your navel up and in. Press the space between your shoulder blades out. You can move nice and slow. Breath to movement right here. And anything else that feels good, you might rock your head side to side gently. Sway your hips. And take one more full round of breath. Come on back to your neutral tabletop, hands and knees. Placing your left hand right under your face. Inhale, reach the right arm high to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes all the way underneath the left. The ear comes all the way down. You can leave your hand underneath your elbow to really press into the earth and twist. Or you can crawl your left hand forward to the top of your mat. Really press into the back of this right hand. I like to kickstand the left leg off to the side. That way I can tuck my chin and roll onto the top of the right shoulder blade a bit more. Breathing into the upper back. Really tuck your chin. You shouldn't have any neck pain here. So notice if you need to pull back a bit. Taking another slow, full round of breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Bring the knee back down underneath the hip. Slide your left hand under the shoulder and inhale, open and twist that right arm to the sky. We'll switch it out. Right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, come all the way underneath you. Bring your ear all the way down. Again, your right hand can press into the earth to help you twist. You can walk it to the top of your mat. Press the back of your left hand into the earth to twist, and I like to kickstand the right toes on this side. Really tuck the chin and roll onto the top of your left shoulder blade. Really breathing into the upper shoulder, upper back. Taking one more round of breath right here. Gentle exhale, bring the knee back down and slide the right hand back in. Inhale to lift, left arm back up to the sky, open twist. Exhale, place it back down. Walk your hands forward, keeping your hips high, drop your heart, happy puppy pose, or heart melting pose on a Hatasana. So my hips are staying right above my knees. My arms are reaching forward. Your forehead or your chin can come down, whatever's more comfortable. I like to rotate the thumbs up to the ceiling. See if you can rotate your shoulders down your back, broadening the space between your shoulder blades. Let your heart melt, your back arch, taking one more breath in right here. And full breath out. Slide your hands back in, underneath your shoulders, back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. You can bend one knee and then the other. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and your gaze is back between your legs. So shake your head a little here, let go of any tension in the neck. Bob it. Roll your shoulders out and down away from your ears. So our shoulders not only need to be stretched, they need to be strengthened, and downward dog is a great pose. But if you're rolling your shoulders forward, you're doing the opposite. So you want to think about rolling your shoulders out and down away from your ears, really pressing into the mat. You can always take a little bend in your knees to really lengthen your spine. Take one more exhale right here. As you inhale, just tiptoe your feet up right behind your wrists into a ragdoll. A big bend in your knees. Interlace your hands behind your head. Give that cervical spine a little bit more gravity here. And don't pull on your head, but just let the weight of your arms help your spine really stretch out. You can sway side to side here. Just gentle. Your belly is connected to your upper thighs, and your head is relaxed. Your chin is tucked. Come on back to center and exhale, release your hands down. Take a halfway lift. Let's reset the spine, hands to shins. Roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale and fold. We'll interlace our hands back behind us, so if you need to, grab your towel again. Palms are up. As you inhale, lift and straighten your arms. Tuck your chin and fold. Let your head go. Bend into your left knee. Take your hands over to the left. Open your heart to the right. And again, interlace your hands if you don't need the towel. I'll just show this variation. And we'll go back through center. Come and bend both knees. Straighten the left leg, bend the right, and open the heart. Extend the spine. The neck is nice and long. And take it back through center. Gently release your hands, and the towel can come off to the side. Let's take one more halfway lift, hands to shins, extend the spine, crown long. And exhale to fold, maybe keep the legs straight and tuck the chin. Come and bend the knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your arms are hanging, your head is heavy. And come all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Take a big, big breath in. Cactus your arms, lift your heart, and cactus. Inhale to re-extend, reach up. As you exhale, swan dive, lead with your heart, hinging at your hips as you go. Take a halfway lift as you inhale, airplane your arms back, pinkies in, thumbs out, rolling those shoulders down your back. Exhale, hands to the mat, bend your knees and step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Pausing here, take a big breath in. Exhale, pike your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You're welcome to take your chaturanga, but if you're having any neck pain, any shoulder pain, you can go ahead and skip the chaturanga. Bring the big toes together to touch. Inhale the right heel high to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open and stack the hip as you exhale. Inhale to re-extend, high kick, lengthen the leg. Knee to nose and step it all the way through, right between the hands, ankle under the knee, so crawl your foot forward if it wasn't quite there, and seal the back foot down. Your left toes 45 degrees, point them towards the top corner of the mat. Rise on up, inhale, warrior one. If you need to, you can walk your right toes out to the right slightly so you can square your hips, square your chest, everything forward. Really bend into your front knee and straighten that back left leg, really pressing through that back heel. You'll feel a nice stretch in the calf as well. Find stillness, take a big inhale right here. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Inhale to re-extend, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, interlace your hands back behind you. Again, if you need to grab that towel, just reach down, grab it, and bring it back. Draw the knuckles down as you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale to lengthen forward, humble warrior, drawing the right shoulder to the knee, and then gaze back to the left toes. So I'm letting go of any tension in my neck, lifting the knuckles to the sky, and maybe your right shoulder can come inside the right knee one day. Lift your toes, make sure you're not gripping the earth too much. You're staying in the center of your mat, keep lifting the knuckles. Take one more breath in. Stay here as you breathe out. Pull your knuckles down to lift yourself back up as you inhale, and sweep your hands to the sky, warrior one. Spin the back foot 90, come into your warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Want to make sure you're pressing the right knee out and that your heel is in line with the arch of your back left foot. Your arms can come open and flip your palms up. So we're, again, rolling the shoulders down the back. Sit low into that lunge. Eagle your left arm underneath the right. So we're working towards here. If you can't quite reach that, you can bring the backs of your hands together. You can reach to your shoulders. But if you can, bring the palms together. As you inhale, straighten the right knee and lift the fingertips to the sky. As you exhale, get low into that right knee, lunge and pull the elbows down, maybe round the upper back slightly. Inhale, lifting up, fingertips to the sky, or you can have your hands on your shoulders. Exhale, come back down. One more time, like that, nice and slow. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale to pull it down. Open the arms nice and wide. Reverse triangle for a breath. Straighten the front leg. Lift your right arm up and back. As you exhale, you can cartwheel your hands right then left. Spin on the ball of your left foot and step your right foot back. You can again find your chaturanga, or we're just gonna pike hips back into your downward facing dog today. Take the big toes back together to touch. Inhale the left heel high to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open and stack your left hip. Inhale, re-extend, high kick, knee to nose and step it all the way through. Try to get that foot right between the hands. Seal your back right heel down. You can step your foot out. You want to be on railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. And rise up, arms to the sky, warrior one. Sink down into your lunge again, squaring your ribs, your hips as much as you can forward, and pressing into your back right heel. Reach your arms up, take another breath in for stillness. Cactus your arms as you exhale, open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale to re-extend, reach up. Humble warrior, interlace your hands back behind you. Try the opposite grip this time. Draw the knuckles down, or again, grab your towel if you need it. And we'll take it forward. Humbling posture, humble warrior, drawing your left shoulder to your left knee. Try not to let your booty stick out, so pull the left hip crease back, and then your gaze drops down the center of your mat, all the way back to your right toes. So again, I can sway my head a bit side to side. There's no tension, I'm not holding on to my neck. Sink it down, get low, lift the knuckles high. Maybe lift the toes off your mat. Breathe into your belly. You got it, taking one more breath in. One more exhale. Draw the knuckles down to lift you back up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your back foot 90. So pinky edge of my right foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. And then flip your palms up for a moment, or you can take your hands to your hips, give your arms a bit of a break. So flipping the palms up, again, rotates the shoulders down your back. And you can feel that your arms are held by your lats. We'll eagle the right arm this time underneath the left. Go where you can. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the fingertips to the sky. Exhale as you bend back into your lunge and pull your elbows down. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale to get low. Nice and slow breath. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in to straighten and lift. And exhale to bring it back in. Open the arms. And reverse your triangle. Straighten the front leg. Reach your left arm up and back. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, left and right. Step your left foot back, high plank, chaturanga, or pike it straight back, downward facing dog. Coming into the dolphin pose. So in dolphin, you want to spread your fingers really wide and see if you can bring both elbows down at the same time. So squeeze the elbows in to lower it down. If you can't quite do that, you can just come on down to your knees, set up your forearms parallel, tuck your toes, and pike it back up into dolphin. So however you want to get here, you can walk your toes in. If your heels are a bit lifted in this one, that's okay. So again, this is a strengthening pose. I'm pressing my shoulders out and down, away from my ears, broadening my upper back. So the upper back is really broad. See if you can lift a bit higher, look between your legs. Take one more breath in. And come on down to your knees. We'll take happy puppy again, reaching your arms forward. If you do want to use blocks on this one, you can grab your blocks, but you don't have to have them. You can take your happy puppy the same way. I'm going to give you the option to bring your blocks in a little closer. So my blocks are almost touching. My elbows are going to come upon the blocks and my hands are going to come into prayer. As I pull my heart back, I'm dragging my elbows so they're staying in nice and close. And then my forehead can come on down. The thumbs come to the nape of the neck. And I'm really, really stretching my traps, my triceps, my lats. Again, the space between my shoulder blades is pressing out. I'm not letting it shrug in. I'm pressing my shoulders out and down. Taking one more breath in. Open mouth, gentle sigh, let it go. Extend your arms. and rise on back up. You can just press your blocks off to the top of the mat and come on down to your belly. However you want to get there, just lengthen your legs out and come on down, prone on your belly. Untuck your toes and open your arms nice and wide. Bring your chin to the mat. Bend your right knee and flex the sole of your right foot to the sky. Lift the front of your thigh off of the mat. Try to open and roll onto your left shoulder, bringing your right foot over towards your left wrist. Slide your right hand in close to your heart. So if you have any knee or any hip pain here, you're welcome to just lengthen this leg long. You don't have to bend it, but if you can get the sole of the foot on the earth and the knee to the sky, you'll also feel a hip opener. You can leave your right hand close into your heart. You're feeling this stretch on the front of the left shoulder, but you can also take a bind. The right hand, the back of the right hand comes to the low back. As you press into your low back with the back of the hand, you're rolling the shoulder down your back. Good, taking one more full round of breath. Draw your tailbone down. And as you exhale, gently come onto your belly. Open your arms again. Maybe shake a little side to side, let that go. You're gonna thread the needle again. The right arm's coming over to the left. Bend the left knee 90 degrees up and open the left arm, taking a twist. So trying to get both shoulder blades down. Even if the knee is not quite there, the shoulder blades are down and your hand can come and help the knee, and you can gaze to your left open palm. Just a little different way to get into a twist. Opening it up from the belly. Slow down your breath. Taking one more breath in. And we'll just reverse that. So open the arms to a T. Lengthen the leg, close the left hand to the right. And we'll undo that threading. All right, back to the belly. Bend the left knee. Flex the sole of the foot up and lift the front of the thigh off of the mat. Take the sole of the foot over towards the right wrist and slide the left hand in. If you lifted your head, just relax it back down onto the mat. Really getting into the front of the shoulder here. So you can press into the mat to help twist. Again, if you can't quite bend the knee and bring the sole of the foot down, you can just lengthen that leg long. Taking nice, full, deep breaths right here. If you did so on the other side and you want to take the bind, reach the back of the hand to the low back. Once your hand's on the low back, press into it to open and roll the left shoulder down the back. Draw your tailbone long. Notice if you're arching your back. Take one more breath in. And slow and steady, release it, roll back to your belly. This time we'll thread the left arm underneath towards the right. Bend the right knee 90 degrees. And open the right arm. And taking this twist, this supine variation. Try to get the shoulder blade down. You can look to your open right hand. And take a couple of breaths just to let the self really release, let the spine unwind. Taking one more breath in. Slow and steady breath out. Come on back, we'll reverse it, open the arms, close the right arm to the left, straighten the leg, and unthread the needle, come back to the belly, and bring the hands back behind you. So again, if you can't quite clasp your hands, grab the towel and bring it back behind you. Either way, hands interlace, zip up the feet, legs are long, tops of the feet on the earth. As you inhale, draw the arms long, knuckles down, and lift the heart. With the tops of the feet still on the earth, take another breath in, keep the neck long. Now as you exhale, you can lift the toes. So your inhale lifts the front, the shoulders. Exhale, lifts the toes. Take one more breath in. And release it all the way down. You can sway side to side a bit, let that go. We have one more front body opening. Floor bow. So bend one leg, grab the top of the foot on the outside of the ankle, You can flex or point your feet, it doesn't matter. And bring the knees close in, back together. Take an exhale to prepare. As you inhale, kick into your hands to lift yourself up. Again, shoulders are pulling down the back. You might feel an inhale as you lift, and exhale to rock you forward. You got it. Taking one more breath in. Exhale to release. You can windshield wiper your feet side to side. Let that go. And lengthen the legs. Hands just press you back to an embryo pose. The knees come together and the forehead comes in close. You can reach your hands back to grab onto your heels. Let your back just really round. So just a counter stretch here. Feeling your back really rounded, your shoulders rounding forward. You can stay here if you'd like to take rabbit pose. Tuck your chin in closer. Bring your forehead as close to your knees as you can. We'll hold on to the heels, and as you inhale, lift the hips up. Little to no weight in the head. You should be able to lift the head up, so no pain in the neck. If you have any pain, just come back to embryo. Take one more breath in, and set back towards your heels. With the chin tucked, we'll roll up nice and slow. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And let's take another front body opening. We'll set up for camel. Make sure that there's 2 fists between your knees. And we'll come and rise up onto our knees with our shoulders, our hips, and knees all in a line. You can tuck or untuck your toes. It doesn't matter. I like to keep mine untucked. It feels better on my knees, but you choose. Hands come to the low back. Fingers point down like they're going into your pockets. Pull your elbows back and roll your shoulders down. Inhale to puff up and lift your chest. Exhale, press your hips forward. You can keep your chin tucked if you have any neck pain, and just to open the front body. My hips aren't coming back, they're staying right over the knees. And you can reach back and grab onto a heel if that's in your practice. Or you can keep your hands right where they are. If it's okay, you can drop your head back. To come out, we'll come back the same way. If you reach to your heels, bring your hands back. As you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, sit back towards your heels and just release. Breathe a couple of recovery breaths. If you feel a little dizzy, just know that's totally normal and it will subside. We'll just roll over onto our seat and lengthen our legs out. We'll come on down into a straight leg fold. So flex your toes back towards your shins. Take an inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, reach up and over, grab onto your ankles, your shins, or your sides of your feet. So I don't want to see you grab onto the toes because that will shrug your shoulders up, and really we want to roll the shoulders down. So if you need to, you can grab onto your calves, onto your shins. So your shoulders are pulling down. And as you exhale, you're just releasing forward. Press the backs of your knees down. Again, notice if your shoulders start to creep up, keep pulling them down. Take one more exhale to fold, and inhale to rise on back up. Grab a block as you come down. We're going to come into a supine, a supported fish variation. So if you don't have a block, you can roll up a blanket or a towel, and it's gonna go right to my low ribs. So I like to take it on the lowest variation, on the lowest level. And then your butt is gonna stay down on the mat. You're gonna bring yourself down. This is really gonna open the chest, open the pecs, and the head can come down, and you can lengthen your legs, or you can bring your soles of the feet together. And the arms can be out to a T. Feel what variation's better. They can be down at your sides. They can be up over your head a bit. And just feel your chest, feel your pecs just opening here. A lot of times they're really tight, so that rolls your shoulders forward. So we're really just trying to open that up here. Close your eyes and take a couple breaths. And this one feels really good, so you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready to come out, you're just gonna gently roll over onto one side to roll off your prop. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow. Your hand comes to the earth right in front of your heart. You can press into the earth and rise back up into a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at your heart, a bow to your chin in gratitude, thanking yourself for choosing to come onto your mat today to practice. Thank your body for all the hard work that it does. I thank you for showing up for yourself and for joining me today. It was a pleasure to guide you. Inhale your thumbs to your third eye and bowing forward with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope that really helped open up your shoulders. Have a great one.